Today we're talking about the case of Idaho student murders. We know that Bryan Kohberger is accused of killing Kelly Goncalves, Zana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Madison Morgan. And this is a very sad story, of course, and I just want to go through the affidavit. And already it's been in the news, and we will know that they found a print on a knife sheath, and the DNA is of a male. It's 99.99% match to being a son of Michael Kohberger, which is Bryan Kohberger's dad. Then we have the roommate that witnessed a male leaving the crime scenes and describing him, and he left two survivors, and one of them heard crying and "it's okay, I'm going to help you" type of statement. We also see a shoe print, and cell phone was pinpointed to the location several times since August. And one interesting thing I found out, I heard that on a Sunday night at 11:40 p.m. on August 21st, Bryan Kohberger was stopped for a no seatbelt violation. So he was around that area. Unless he has a good explanation, that's very powerful against him. And we have the car. Obviously the car was linked, and there is a video where he's shown getting out of the car, so they say that it's him who owned the car that was cruising around the apartments, around the house. So far we can see a lot of facts that are actually making Bryan Kohberger a suspect, and more likely to be a true suspect. I wanted to pay attention to the page 6 on the PDF of the affidavit from Bryan's case, and I want to let's use yellow. I want to show that during the processing of the crime, investigators found a latent shoe print. This was located during the second processing, and they used a presumptive blood test and the aminoblock. And the aminoblock is a protein stain that detects the presence of cellular material. They say that it was a diamond shaped, like a van, and it was just outside of the door of DM's bedroom. And they say that this is consistent with DM's statement about the suspect's path of travel. So we know the shoe type is Vans. It doesn't reveal the size, so they'll have to prove that the shoe size was Bryan's shoe size. And then in the news they said that if he ever purchased Vans, then he will be linked to this murder. But we know that at least here in the United States, I don't know how many people. Well, my husband doesn't have Vans, but majority of people have lots of shoes that are from Vans company. And then I wanted to share with you just a couple of things. First of all, I want to share with you how the shoe print would look. It would look like this. And then the second thing I'd like to share with you is a latent print is one that is not readily visible to a naked eye. This type is created through static charges between the sole or thread and the surface. Examiners or investigators use powder chemicals and alternate light sources to find these prints, and they can find it on anything. So what's interesting, and they need to be photographed at 90-degree angle. If they are not photographed like that, they are not accepted in court. So what it tells us is that the shoe print wasn't seen readily to the eye. They saw it on the second processing, and what's interesting is that it either was washed or was very invisible. But if let's say he stepped in blood and then he started walking around the house and they found this faded or invisible to the naked eye print, and it should have some more prints. It's impossible. He wasn't like hopping around or jumping and then suddenly left a shoe print right there by the DM's door. So I think it could be that it was either washed or it was from before or something happened there. I mean, we do understand that he was coming from rooms where he killed these people and there was lots of blood. So I'm assuming he did cover his feet, because if it's only one print then his feet were covered. So it's hard for me to imagine how just one shoe print was there. I'm assuming that I don't know, I guess he lost his shoe coverage and he was hopping, but that's impossible because, as we know, he was walking towards DM. So for me, that's a question I want to find an answer to. Why is there only one shoe print? Is it his shoe print? What size was that? And how come from all those bloody rooms just one print is available? And that was invisible from the naked eye. Like, they had to do this test to find it. I know they'll answer these questions. It's just, for me right now, this is very interesting. So I'm wondering, what's your opinion on that? Do you think maybe someone knows more about how this works? Why is there only one print and it's a print that you cannot see with naked eye? And why was it like that? What happened? How from the third floor, second floor until the DM's room, are there any other prints? I think if there were more than one print, they would say it in the affidavit, but also they may not reveal it yet. So I'm very eager to find that out.